Heka, is the god of magic and medicine in ancient Egypt, and is also the personification of magic itself. He is probably the most important god in Egyptian mythology, but is often overlooked because his presence was so pervasive as to make him almost invisible to the Egyptologists of the 19th and 20th century CE. Unlike the well-known Osiris and Isis, Heka had no cult following, no ritual worship, and no temples, except in the late period of ancient Egypt, 525 to 323 BCE. He is mentioned primarily in medical texts and magical spells and incantations and, because of this, was relegated to the realm of superstition rather than religious belief. Although he is not featured by name in the best-known myths, he was regarded by the ancient Egyptians as the power behind the gods whose names and stories have become synonymous with Egyptian culture. Magic was considered present at the birth of creation, was, in fact, the operative force in the creative act, and so Heka is among the oldest gods of Egypt, recognized as early as the pre-dynastic period in Egypt, c. 6000, c. 3150 BCE, and appearing in inscriptions in the early dynastic period, c. 3150 to 2613 BCE. Heka referred to the deity, the concept, and the practice of magic. Since magic was a significant aspect of medical practice, a physician would invoke Heka in order to practice Heka. The universe was created and given form by magical means, and magic sustained both the visible and invisible worlds. The Ka was one of the 9 parts of the soul, the astral self, and was linked with the Ba, the human-headed bird aspect of the soul which could travel between earth and heaven, which, at death, became transformed to the Ak, the immortal soul. Heka was therefore originally the deity who watched over one's soul, gave one's soul power, energy, and allowed it to be elevated in death to the afterlife. Because of his protective powers, he was given a prominent place in the bark of the sun god as it traveled through the underworld at night. Every evening, when the sun went down, the ship of the sun god descended into the underworld where it was threatened by the serpent Apophis. Many gods are credited with sailing on the ship through the night as protectors to ward off and try to kill Apophis, and among these was Heka. In some myths, he is also referenced as protecting Osiris in the underworld and, as the power behind magical incantations and spells, would have also been present when Isis and Nephthys brought Osiris back to life after his murder. Heka was, therefore, the protector and sustainer of humanity and of the gods they worshipped as well as the world and universe in which all lived. In this way, he was a part of the central defining value of Egyptian civilization, Ma'at, the harmony and balance which allowed the universe to function as it did. Meaning of Heka, Siak, and Hu, from the time of the early dynastic period, and developed during the Old Kingdom of Egypt, c. 2613 to 2181 BCE, Heka was linked to the creative aspects of the heart and the tongue. The heart was considered the seat of one's individual personality, thought, and feeling, while the tongue gave expression to these aspects. Sia was a personification of the heart, Hu of the tongue, and Heka the power which infused both. Magic in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The text uses various words corresponding to magic, for the Egyptians thought magic was a legitimate belief. Heka magic is many things, but, above all, it has a close association with speech and the power of the word. In the realm of Egyptian magic, actions did not necessarily speak louder than words, they were often one and the same thing. Thought, deed, image, and power are theoretically united. Wait for us in the next video, to show you the Book of Dead, and the magic spells with Egyptian god Heka. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.